kazi inaendelea, kitabu kiendelee. Wizara ya Elimu, elimu bora kwa maendeleo ya taifa. Wizara yetu pendwa ya elimu, kazi inaendelea, kitabu kiendelee. Wizara yetu ya elimu inafanya kazi nzuri kusimamia elimu Tanzania.
I wish to extend my sincere greetings to the Vice Presidents of vocational colleges from China, rectors and principals from TVET institutions in Tanzania, development partners, and all participants to this event. This seminar is very crucial as we expect to share TVET experiences from Tanzania and China on the management and provision of TVET in our country. The goal of this seminar is to strengthen collaboration between Tanzania and China in TVET provision. I've been informed that yesterday you had a very successful joint meeting at NACTVET in Dar es Salaam to familiarize and establish collaboration between TVET in Tanzania and in China. As you'll be aware, before this seminar, China, through China African Alliance based in China, invited the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology to visit China from 24th to 29th April 2023 for TVET collaboration. During this period, a delegation of 11 people from the Ministry of Education, National Council for Technical and Vocational Education and Training, and Vocational Education and Training Authority visited China under the leadership of the Deputy Minister, Honorable Kipanga. During this visit, the delegation had meetings with Shandong province leaders, vice presidents of vocational colleges, and also visited vocational institutes in China, industries with internship programs, and attended a dialogue of international TVET cooperation and development between China and Africa. During the visit, our Tanzanian team was also exposed to China TVET activities and gained the best TVET experience from China. I thank our Chinese partners for that invitation and for warmth with which they receive our delegation in China. I'm very happy to be here therefore today to officiate this seminar, which has been organized by the National Council of Technical Education and Technical and Vocational Education and Training, NACTVET. This seminar is among our continued initiatives in strengthening collaboration with China in areas of management and provision of TVET. The aim is to improve the quality of our TVET graduates in meeting both local and international standards. And I hope that TVET colleges from Tanzania will utilize this opportunity to establish friendship and collaboration with TVET colleges from China in order to share the best experiences. China is a good example of a country with strong TVET systems that have contributed to the fastest economic development in China. Sharing experiences with China is expected to have a positive impact in transformation and development of our TVET systems in Tanzania. This seminar is in line with the government initiatives in which vocational education will now be offered also from secondary education. From after 6 years of primary education, there will be 4 years upon which students can choose mainstream or vocationalized secondary education. In doing so, many youths will have skills and readiness for the job. It is my expectation that the experience gained from this seminar will be used to improve the provision of vocational education at secondary levels as well, the effort that we are going to start from January next year. It is the government's wish to have human resources who are well trained and qualified at all levels in various sectors of the economy. This intention is clearly stated in Technical Education Policy of 1996, National Education Policy of 2014, Vision 2023, and Tanzanian Development Vision of 2025. The policies envisaged the country to be a nation with knowledgeable people who can compete in the labor market and transform the country's economic development. Thus, collaboration with China will strengthen the provision of TVET in Tanzania and help to improve the quality of training provided. Tanzania is highly committed to strengthening the collaboration with China vocational colleges in order to improve TVET provisions in the country and achieve these policy objectives. We are sure that TVET collaboration with China will not only improve the quality of TVET provision, but also produce competent human resources that attract foreign investors, including Chinese investments in Tanzania. On behalf of the government of Tanzania, I would like to appreciate the long-standing collaboration between the government of the People's Republic of China and the United Republic of Tanzania on various fronts, including technical and vocational education and training. Already, some TVET colleges have established collaborations with China vocational institutions. Some of these institutions which are present here include National Institute of Transport. I've seen the rector who is with us here today. Dar es Salaam Institute of Technology, also the rector, is with us here today. Arusha Technical College, I'm not sure whether I can see the representation here. Yes, okay, he's here also. And the Livestock Training Agency, LITA. China has also been able to provide various scholarships to Tanzanians wishing to study in China, as well as provide funding to support the construction of the Kagera Vocational Training Center, just to mention among the few. With regards to the scholarship, our drive now will be to try to select most of the scholarship to be focused on technical education, particularly TVET, mostly to those who will come here and train Tanzanians. I've had discussions with our ambassador in Beijing, His Excellency Mbelwa Kairuk, and we'll have discussions with our Chinese counterpart here in Dar es Salaam also, so that together we'll choose the kind of scholarship that will enhance the effort that we are making, and therefore the scholarship to be allocated completely in line with the new transformation in the education system that we are undertaking here in Tanzania. Along those lines also, I want to reiterate the importance of our instructors to get an opportunity to spend some time in China also, in the colleges, to see the quality of education that is offered. And we extend invitation to instructors from China to come and spend time with our colleges also, to get to see how we are delivering this education, and also help us to improve on the quality. I think we'll try to do everything we can, including arrangement for good accommodation facilities. And I think Iveta, Anton is here, has some accommodation facilities that we need to improve, ready to be able to receive instructors from China. Through this exchange, I think you'll be able to share experience and learn more from China. As I was saying during the briefing there, I know it's a Chinese saying that if you give somebody a fish, you feed that person for a day. You teach that person how to fish, then you feed that person for a lifetime. So this kind of collaboration is the best way of ensuring that your support will sustain development in our country. Recently, NACTIVATE has also been working very closely with our partner, China African Vocational Education Alliance, to review 25 occupational standards developed by NACTIVATE in order to meet both local and international standards. Also, there are other occupational standards and programs, delivery standards for 89 programs that are under development process with the collaboration and support from China African Vocational Education Alliance. And furthermore, we are also happy to hear that the Alliance is going to work on the teaching and learning resources together with NACTIVATE. During her official visit to China, Her Excellency Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, the President of the United Republic of Tanzania, and His Excellency President Xi Jinping upgraded China-Tanzania relationship into a comprehensive strategic cooperation partnership, and they agreed to strengthen all-round cooperation. The effort we are undertaking here is in line with the agreement that was reached between our two leaders. It is my expectation that our partnership and commitment to improve the quality of TVET education in both countries will continue to grow in order to achieve our industrialization agenda through skills and technological transfer. Our country is one of the growing economies in East Africa and Africa in general. Tanzania is also the hub of transport and logistics for many landlocked countries like Rwanda, Burundi, Zambia, Malawi, and Congo, and beyond, all being served by our ports. Hence, demands for workforce with relevant skills is high, and therefore we need to improve it. The country has made several strategic investments to support the economic growth and smooth business environments. Some of these strategic investments includes construction of Mwalimu Julius Nyerere Hydro Power Station, also investment on standard gauge railway line from Dar es Salaam all the way to the border on the west, construction of various road networks that links regions in Tanzania and with neighboring countries. And the country has also invested a lot in the aviation industry to smoothen transportation in Tanzania by purchasing a number of aircrafts to facilitate business and tourism in the country. Tanzania is also endowed and investing heavily in gas and oil and other minerals. There is oil and gas pipeline from Mtwara to Dar es Salaam, and in collaboration with Uganda, there is a construction of Hima pipeline from Uganda to Tanga, Tanzania. Tanzania is also considered to be either the second or the third largest country in terms of the number of livestock, and we need to harness this potential, particularly by value addition, in particular through development and processing of the leather products in Tanzania. The government also is potential for tourism. We now receive roughly around 1.5 million tourists, and I think that is far cry from what we can receive. We need to develop tourism industry, particularly in terms of training our workforce in hospitality industry. And I'm happy to see the rector of Dar es Salaam Tourism College. He's with us here today, and we believe that our collaboration will also help us to sustain that. For sustainability of all these investments, a skilled workforce that can support these investments is required. Hence, the seminar has come at the right time for us to learn the best practices from China and see how they can be used in Tanzania. In conclusion, please allow me to say the following. TVET collaboration between Tanzania and China is expected to improve TVET quality and produce more competent graduates to work for various sectors of the economy. Because of that, we will give special attention to this kind of collaboration. And I personally want to invest more of my time to make sure that we actually strengthen this kind of collaboration in various dimensions, as I said, through shaping the kind of scholarship that we receive from China, generals from China, and those who will send to China with our own resources to learn, to strengthen staff exchange and students exchange. I'm particularly happy about the collaboration that exists right now between Dar es Salaam Institute of Technology and China, where we receive students at DIT. They train, I think, for 1 year. They go to China, continue training for 2 years, and they'll come back here for 1 more year. So they'll get a degree that will run for 4 years, but at the same time, they'll get a diploma from China for the 2 years that they spend in China. Group 6 is right now working with the first cohort of students who are going to go to China, giving them field experience before they start undertaking their study. We will want to strengthen this kind of collaboration. Right now, the number that we were offered is 30. I think we got 29 who are in the process now of training for the 4 years degree. And as usual, ask for more to be able to recruit more students in all areas for DIT. Not only for engineering, civil engineering, but electrical engineering and other areas. ICT, for instance. To use similar arrangement where we recruit students, do some program classes here in Tanzania, go to China, continue and come here, graduate with our own degree, but at the same time get diploma. These will facilitate even investments from China. Looking for workforce, it will be very easy to identify the kind of workforce that can help in the investments. I'm happy to know that this seminar will now be annual. And I understand that for the 2 years, the seminar will take place here. I welcome you to continue to do it here beyond 2 years. And that our ministry is willing, and the government of Tanzania is willing to collaborate with you to make it an international event, to invite TVET colleges across Africa to take place here. We can share the cost and promote the initiative. This magnificent college that we have here, thanks to the generous support from China, can be a hub for continuous seminar year after year, and I promise you we are well ready to work with you. Lastly, I wish the Chinese delegation a pleasant stay in Tanzania, and when you are going back home, safe travel back home. It is now my honor and pleasure to declare this seminar officially open. Thank you very much for your attention.
Tumedhamiria, tunaboresha elimu yetu.